Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. And thank you for being so patient for me to bring out another tutorial to you. What has happened is my work got in the way and I ended up uh, working a lot of overtime and not getting a chance to get these out to you. But here they are. At least one, anyways. I've got another one that I just have to do my voiceover, and I will be posting that one very soon. I'm not going to wait a week like I normally do. I want to get these ones out to you guys as soon as possible. So, this one is the same as the one that I did that was um, purple and, or no, it was green and pink. And I called it Peas in a Pod and as a mandala. So this is the exact same design. And the consensus was to try to do one with purple. So that's what I'm doing today. But I've also changed up the greens. So the greens that I'll be using are Kelly Green, which is what I'm using right now. Then I will be using some sour apple. I will also be using Glorious Gold. I will be using some dioxazine purple, and I will be adding some white to that. And then I will obviously I covered the entire thing. Oh, I got a little hair there. I'm going to pull that out. But I gave it a prime of 2 coats of black, which is what I normally do with all of my rocks. I like to do them black. The odd time I will do a white background, just as my prime coat or my primer. But this one I did as black. So those are all the DecoArt colors that I used. But I also decided to throw in some glitters or some glitz, and some bling bling, if you will. And I ended up using FolkArt Dragonfly Glaze, and I used the one that is the violet to blue green shift. So we will see that at the end of the video, what it looks like once it's resined. But just to catch you up, the design that I drew, if you're interested in knowing how I drew this, I will leave a link in the description to the other one that I did with the pink. And that way you can see how this was drawn. But basically, it's the exact same thing. So I'm just going over with a second coat of this Kelly Green. I have to admit that I really like the coverage of this color more than the one that I used in the pink one. Um, I just find that this one covered a lot better, and I only needed 2 coats, where I believe the other one I needed 3 coats. So um, that's what I liked about this much better. Uh, and yes, they're deco arts, and all of the colors that I do use, if I forget to mention them, but I think I have mentioned them all, they will be listed in the description as well. So if you've missed it, or if I did happen to forget to mention a color, it will be in the description. So all of the colors, the brand names, their actual name from that brand will all be listed in the description. As well as in the description, there's a lot of other really good stuff down there. So make sure you check that out once you finish watching the video. In every video that I post in the description, there is a link to all of my year in review. So I just did air quotes and you didn't see me. Sorry. But they are all of the designs and creations that we built together, and we painted on rocks for that particular year. So the video shows you a little snippet or a picture of each one that I did, and then in the description is where all of the links are for those particular videos. So I broke them down year by year. I've got 2023, 2024, in 2025 because we're working on the 2026 stuff now. So those are all going to be in the description, as well as there will be buy me a coffee. If you're interested in supporting this channel in any way, you can go to buy me a coffee and you can leave a donation of whatever denomination you wish. There is no minimum and there is no maximum. And I truly do appreciate it. It helps me continue to bring videos like this to you. And hopefully throughout the summer, I will be able to stay on track and bring you videos once a week like I usually do. And I usually post them on Fridays. So that's what I try to do. But in this particular instance, I kind of, got busy with work, and I was actually taken away from home. I was up in northern Ontario helping out with some of the forest fires that were going on there. But good news is that they're all under control and we were all sent home. So we did our job well. So anyways, I'm back here. I'm now doing these videos that I have edited for you after many, many hours of painting them and putting videos together for you. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking my fine lining brush and I'm just getting as close to the edge as I can because the other brush I was using was not actually getting me to the edge. And I really wanted to get to the edge of this, and that's why I'm using my fine lining brush. And if you're interested in making one of your own, again, in the description, there is a link to go and make your own fine lining brush. I also have blending brushes. I also have a tutorial that basically does a few different ones just to try them out, just to help you guys out decide what type of brush would work best. What else do I have in my description? There's links to the Happy Dotting Company, which is where I made this stone. I purchased molds from her. This is mold number 2. And I purchased molds from her, and I use a product called UltraCal 30. And I make my stones. I let them dry and cure for a minimum 1 week. Most of the time it's longer than that because I am pre-making more stones as I use the ones that I already have. So it does take me some time to get these rocks ready for painting, but I'm usually ahead of schedule on that. I also paint on natural rocks, so I get most of my rocks from the Mad River, which is where I was born and raised and grew up. So whenever I go home to visit family, I usually go rock hunting or rock fishing, and there is a video of that as well somewhere in my many, many videos and tutorials. So if you're interested in seeing that as well, that will be in one of my lists. So now that I have got all of the pea pods done, I'm now going to outline them with gold. And my favorite gold is metallic gold and, metallic glorious gold. And that's what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to use this on one side first, and then I will go back and do the other side. But I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. So you can see that like this painting, the majority of it is in real time. And I did that because instead of slowing me down and making me sound funny, this is a little bit easier to see. So you can see just how long it does take me to do this, as well as getting into the details of it. And you'll notice too that my lighting kind of goes dark and then it goes light and it goes dark and goes light. Well, it was a very sunny day when I painted this, and I painted it underneath my window, and it was a bit cloudy. So every time the clouds went over, like right there, the my lighting got a little bit darker. So I do apologize for that. I can't do anything about it. But the sun was so beautiful, I had to paint under the window so I could get my vitamin D, although it's filtered through the window. But I really wanted to enjoy the sunshine because we haven't seen it in a while. And at least when I painted this, we hadn't seen it in quite some time. And I think I painted this about maybe a month ago. And I'm really sorry for getting it to you now and not sooner, but it's here. So I am painting this little gem up for you guys. So let me know what you've been up to for the last, I guess it's been 4 weeks. Oh my gosh, it's been forever. I've missed you guys so much. Like, I kept saying I got to get my videos done because my viewers and followers are waiting and I don't want to keep you waiting. So thank you so much for being so patient. But let me know what you've been doing while I've been off doing my thing and not getting videos out for your viewing pleasure. I'm curious, school's almost out. Are you planning any major vacations for the summer? Where do you plan on going? Is there a place that you're going that is something that you do on an annual basis, so it's become more of a tradition, or are you going to try something new? I'm really curious as to what you're up to this summer and what your plans are and all that good stuff. I mean, it is that time of year to start planning camping trips and maybe going to maybe a fair. Maybe there's a fair that you go to all the time. Um, I'm just curious. Leave me a comment and I will definitely answer you back. I love getting comments from my viewers letting me know if you like this video, letting me know if the colors were right choice or anything, or even just to say hi. You know, would love to hear from you. So make sure you leave me a little comment down below, and I will be sure to answer you back. So now I'm going in and I am doing the other side of these leaves, or the pea pods, I guess, with my glorious gold. And I'm trying to be so careful to be able to make this come down to a point, but I also want them to start against the other one. This is the mandala part. And this is what I have so much fun doing, is doing the outlining, making it really shine with this glorious gold. I just love this stuff. Like, I go through it like crazy because I just love it so much. But it goes on so smooth and easy. And I mean, yes, there's lots of other golds out there, but this is my go-to. It doesn't mean that you have to go out and get this gold. You use what you want. You don't even have to use any gold in this if you don't want to. Maybe outline it in dark green, maybe like a forest green or hunter green or something like that to bring out the pea pods. I just wanted to add a little bit of glamour to it, especially when I'm going to be using the Dragonfly glaze later on. I just found that the purple that I used is really dark. It's almost black. So it almost sort of fades into the black background and you can't see it. So I wanted to make it pop, and you'll see me do that when I get to that point. I know that this is a long video, but I felt like I owed it to you guys to bring you a video that had many details in it, and I haven't been around to do, posting of my videos and things like that. So I really felt like I owed it to you. So this is the purple peas in a pod. um, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody has been enjoying the sunshine that we've received in the last couple of weeks. I know that we've had some rain here the last couple of days, some pretty wild thunderstorms with lightning strikes, which has been pretty interesting to watch, but fun at the same time. And yeah, it's just been a bunch of wild weather. Um, I just got back actually from seeing my daughter graduate from college. Such a proud mama I am. I was so happy for her. She graduated with honors, and now she's jumping into the real world of, career and things like that. She's been on her own quite for some time now. She's much older than she was a mature student when she went back to school, but I'm so proud of her. I'm so happy for her, and it was a great ceremony. So I'm sure that everybody else is now doing some of their graduations. It is that time of year. And I'm thinking I might do a tutorial about graduation, just because, it's that time of year and I'm so proud of my daughter. So I'd like to do it in honor of her. So stick around for that. Now, you may have noticed that the video has sped up. This is because this is the tedious part. I'm using black to re-outline, to thin out where the gold is, making little fixing ups of mistakes. Just, making it look so it's more symmetrical. And now I'm just using my tools from the Dotting Center. There is a link for them as well in the description. And you can use a 10% discount code, and that's also listed. So before you head over to check out Angela at the Dotting Center, make sure that you write down that discount code, and you can apply it at the end of your purchase. So yeah, I'm just using this here is the sour apple, and I'm only putting in 3. The last one that I did had a little bit more, but you can see that this purple that I'm putting on right now, it looks pretty wet, but it actually dries really dark. So I do these little swipes, I guess, and I use my dotting tool to put on the dot, like I'm doing there. And then I use another dotting tool that is really small, or a dotting needle. And I'm just dragging the paint to a point just before it reaches that black outline. And I'm going to do this all the way around so that I can have it all symmetrical as much as possible. And I'm going to do something different in the middle than I did on the last one. So again, if you want to see a different way how to do this design, it's slightly different. You can go and view that. Like I said, I will leave that in the description below. If you're still here with me watching this after 18 minutes, I want to say thank you very much for sticking around and watching this. If you really like this video, giving me the thumbs up is the best way and quickest way for you to let me know that you like this video. You can also subscribe if you haven't already. And if you don't want to miss anything, even though I'm slow on posting, make sure you ring that notification bell, because it will definitely let you know as soon as I post something new. And like I said, I've got some that are edited. I'm just waiting to do the voiceovers on them and get them posted up for you. So I'm going to do a lot of posting in the next couple of weeks so that I can get caught up and make sure that I've got everybody engaged and interested, and maybe wanting to try one of these projects on your own. I also am going to be doing some things that are a little bit more seasonal. And I'm going to try out some more of this design, and doing a mandala with the design. So stick around for that stuff. I'd really appreciate it if you did. And well, I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. That's been my goal right from the beginning, was to get to that point. I am 1 subscriber away. Just one. I just need one. That's it. And then I will reach 1,000 subscribers. And I'm so excited for that. That was my goal when I started my channel, was I wanted to get to 1,000, and I am one subscriber away. So please be that person to bring me to 1,000. And then it's just, everything above that is going to be bonus. Is my, like I said, my goal was to get to 1,000, and anything after that is going to be so much fun, and it's going to still excite me and get me happy to see that. So make sure that you subscribe. So this color here is that same dioxazine purple, and I've just mixed a little bit of white into it. And I'm going to continue that for each row as I move up, so that it's the lightest at the center and it's the darkest down at the tips of the pea pods. So, and that's all that I did, was I just simply added a little bit of white, and now I'm showing you I've added a little bit of white again, and it's a little bit lighter shade, and I'm just going to do this all the way around, and as each row goes, then I will add yet another little bit of white to give me that it's like an ombre effect, or like a gradation of the colors. And it's just simple. You just add white. So I'm getting close to that top the top portion. So I'm just going to add a little dot, and then I'm going to use the same purple but on the bottom, and I'm going to drag that out by walking the dots so that it connects all of those purples. So this is something different than what I did in my other one. And I'm just bringing those dots out, and I'm doing 4. I'm walking the dots, and the way to do that is to load your tool and dot, 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 because as each dot goes, it is getting smaller because there's less paint on your tool. So now I'm going to add in some of that sour apple, again with a little bit of white into it just to give it a lighter color. And I'm just adding it to that center dot, but I'm using one tool smaller so that the original dot that I put on there now looks like a ring. I'm going to do the same thing with the smaller ones, but I'm going to be using a dotting stylist instead, just because I want to make sure that that original sour apple colors, it still shows around on the outside, and I get a really cool effect. So what I'm doing is called top dots, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just going to finish that up, and then I'm going to do the center. So this will give you an idea as exactly how this dark purple ends up going almost black when it's dry. It's really pretty right now, but it does go almost black. But that's okay, because we're going to brighten it up with some Dragonfly glaze. I don't do the center dot with this Dragonfly glaze. I just use the little swipes at the ends. And here I'm just adding a couple of dots of the really light sour apple. 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top. Again, trying my best to keep it symmetrical so I can keep with that mandala style. I actually kind of like this one better than the first one that I did, mainly because purple is my favorite color. And I found that this green actually complemented it a lot better with the purple than if I used the same green that I used for the pink. So, which was, I believe it was mistletoe that I used, but again, you just click on the link that's in the description to go to that other video, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm just adding a few little dots, again walking the dots, but I'm putting them in between each of those teardrops that I had painted on. And as I move my way up, they get smaller. And that's exactly what I want, because those little swipes get smaller. So I do this all the way around. It just adds a little bit more dimension, and it's giving me something to do while I'm waiting for the rest of it to dry. So, and you can see that center dot is starting to dry and it's starting to get darker, and it will go to almost black. If you can see those little teardrops there that I had done at the bottom, there is paint there, but it looks like it's black. And now I'm just going in with an even smaller stylus to go around the center, and I'm just building that up to look like the center of a flower. I don't know what they're called. I'm sure someone out there does, but I don't. So I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. But now I'm putting on the Dragonfly glaze. It goes on white, but it is full of wonderful color once it dries. So I'm just putting a nice size dot on there, and then I'm dragging it down, but I'm leaving a little bit of that dark purple to shine through around the outside. So I'm doing the same thing as what I did in the pea pods, just with the purple. And this Dragonfly glaze, once it's dry, just, oh, it is so pretty. And when you move your rock, it changes colors. So it's like a color shift, which is really cool. So if you can get your hands on any of this Dragonfly glaze, it lasts forever. I've had mine for, oh gosh, probably 8, 9 years, and I still have tons left in the bottle. It's still good. It's not chunky or drying up. It's a good shape. So I'm still using it. So it does last a long, long time. So now I'm just going in with my tools that I got from the dotting center. And I'm just adding in a couple more dots on those black, sorry, they're not black. See, they look black, and that's why I say black. But I'm just adding little dots onto the dark purple. And as I've been doing this, you've been watching the center dry, and it's been getting darker and darker. So by putting the purple around on the outside, like I did, it actually circles it so you can see that the color is a little bit different than the black. So I'm just going to finish this up by dragging these dots into the teardrop shapes all the way around, let it dry, and then it's finished. So there you have it, folks. Life is what you make it. So get creative.